Guys, welcome to my shed. I don't know if you remember me a few weeks back purchasing a copy of Dario Argento's Deep Red. I got it on Blu-ray, and I finally got around to watching it in total last night. And I'll be honest with you, I really enjoyed it. And it's not so much the plot, you know, that was a bit, for me it's a little bit all over the place really, but cinematically and the sets of the locations, it looked really nice. I just loved how it looked. There was something about it, it was really crisp. I mean, it has been remastered, I imagine, this version, I imagine it has, but it looks so nice, and it really was familiar. I'm sure I've seen it or bits of it before, I think on like Channel 4 or something like that, a long time ago. And I just really liked how it looked. There was, you know, the plot wasn't the strongest. Some of it was a bit bizarre and obviously overacted. You know, it wasn't, but it just sort of worked. You know, it had a little bit of charm about it, with some kind of gruesome bits, like, you know, just quite strange. I won't go into it too much, but yeah, it wasn't like overly gruesome, but just found it a bit odd. But yeah, I won't go into that. But it was a very good film. I really recommend it. Quite like, and the fact that one of the scenes is like a little cafe and fountains and stuff. It actually looked like a studio set, and it was actually shot on location. I must be wrong. I'm certain I'm wrong about this, but when I was watching the features, it was actually shot on location, which kind of surprised me. It was so. Anyway, I won't go into it, but it's really worth watching. I love David Hemmings' performance in the film, and the girl, I can't remember her name now. I don't think I've seen her for anything before, but just like bizarre. It was so over the top. It was like, it's just weird. It's quite refreshing, to be honest with you. Yeah, so that was Dario Argento's Deep Red. The one thing that was a bit frustrating with this Arrow release was the dubbing. So I wanted to watch it the English dub, even though I think it was a mishmash of both. So I think there was dubbed Italian, dubbed English, and I think that's what may have led to issues with watching it, because the subtitles were coming up and we were going, you know, intense music with jingle and all this crap, which, you know, you're going to get now, the overload explanation of what's going on. And it would suddenly be all in English and then switch to Italian, and you'd be like, what's going on, you know? I had to have the subtitles on the full film, which you could live with, but it was the fact that when I was setting up the audio, it was just to have English with and that no subtitles. In the end, it was like, I don't know what I'd done. There's something not right with that setup. I don't know if anyone else has experienced that, but a bit frustrating. It was just like, it didn't bother me. If I'd have just known, I'd have just done it from the get-go. But no matter what, if I went onto Italian or English dub, it just didn't seem to work right. So the majority of the films in English with sudden breakouts into Italian, where I don't know what's happened there. Only Arrow could tell us. But yeah, I really recommend it if you've not seen it. I've never been massive on my Italian other than spaghetti westerns, you know, and only when they're on TV or what I own on DVD or whatever. So yeah, so I really recommend that. I nipped it. Oh, by the way, guys, I got out some the last of the parcels, which we've again kindly donated by SLR Mod Shop. You know, Jerome, really, you know, thanks to that, mate. I sort of come off the burner with that a bit, and I've not really given you much shout outs because this is the first one I've done in a couple of weeks. So yeah, you guys get yourselves over there. Guys are techie. And check him out. Check out his website. You know, he sells consoles, modded consoles as well. So it was thanks to him that I managed to get all this stuff given away. And the remaining bits, I've decided, and I'm sure he won't mind, to add to my collection. There's not much left, mate. It was just bits and bobs that were floating about. There's one or two things that I may add to a giveaway a bit later on. But again, thanks again, SLR Mod Shop. So today I was bobbing around town, and I nipped into Cex, and I was having a bit of a route through the £1 DVD selection. I thought, why not? you know, and you know you're always up against it. You wanna try and not spend too long in there, you know, just sifting through so much crap. So I literally just scanned along, and in that scanning, I picked out an anime that I really like the look of called Grand Prix. Now I've never seen that before, so that was quite interesting. That was £1. It hopefully won't just sit in the shelf and never be watched. I've been really making a conscious effort to watch everything, to be honest with you. So that's Grand Prix. It looks like a 70s anime, which makes it more interesting for me. It's 80s, 70s, quite interesting. Can Sean win Monte Carlo? Who knows? Who cares? So yeah, so that's Grand Prix. And then I also picked up, while I was in there, an absolute classic, and when he was at his finest, and I went to the pictures to see this, and that is Steven Seagal in Nico. Yeah, really, I'd say this is Steven Seagal's finest moment, really, wasn't it? Nico, Marked for Death, Out for Justice, you know, they're his best movies. See, that's Nico, and that was £1 as well. I thought, you know what, and I thought I'll get myself a game, jump straight into the Xbox 360 section, because I was kindly given an Xbox 360 by Mooch, and got myself Aliens Colonial Marines, which looks, you know, it's got a bit of a effect on there. Wow. Yeah, so can't wait to get on that. Looks quite good actually from the back. I'll probably turn on some kind of turn-based game. I'll just like turn it off straight away. But yeah, Aliens Colonial Marines, that was £2, so that's £4. And it didn't stop there, guys. Then I went on to Affleck's Pal. I went to Vinyl Exchange. Didn't have anything in there that I wanted. I was after Main Source Live at the Barbecue, and it's like gold dust now apparently. So I nipped up to Affleck's Palace, the record shop that I keep forgetting the name of. I'm really sorry. Upstairs, top floor in Affleck's Palace. Really good, tidy little record shop. And I had a rummage around. I was rummaging through the vinyl for ages, and I stumbled across the CD section. I thought, you've not got anything that I want in the hip hop section in the vinyl. So I had a flick through and stumbled across for only £3 a London artist that I really liked. Now, UK hip hop in the 90s was quite strange. It was real. It was big, only in the UK, obviously, and we had a bit of our own scene, if you like. And there was one guy that really stood out of the crowd from that scene, and that is this guy, and that is Blade. Now, I don't know if any of you are familiar with him, but this guy was something else. You know, he was really strong style, and it was brilliant. Now, that ain't his oldest album. I think this is like 2004 or something. I didn't know he'd been going, because I was into him in the 90s, and this is like 2004. So he was still got. You know what? He's probably got stuff coming out now, to be honest. So I've not heard this. So really looking forward to putting it on, but this guy was something else. So that's Blade, and I really recommend you look at some of his older stuff, and you check out groups like Hard Noise, Son of Noise, what do you call Battle Creek Brawl? What were they called now? MC Mello. There was loads of great Catch 22, like one of the best. Hijack, who got signed by Rhyme Syndicate, Ice-T's lot. So there's some really good UK hip hop. And he was like one of the, to be honest, he was up at the forefront really, and you know, American hip hop just totally started dominating, and now UK scenes coming back with its own style, but it's more, it's totally different. It sounds very American, I think, like the modern American stuff and the UK American stuff. But for me, this was always someone like the Blade stuff was always really, really good. And if you don't know him, it's really worth checking out, especially the earlier stuff. I've not heard that album yet, but I'm sure it'll be really good. And also picked up the Nas album. I think it's Still Illmatic, yeah, Stillmatic. Now I had Illmatic. I had some brilliant tracks on that, and I've only ever heard these in clubs or on the radio, to be honest. I stopped buying vinyl and stuff quite a while back, and I've only just started picking up again now. So that's the Nas album, so I'm really looking forward to whacking that on. You know, really good nick. That was only £3. I couldn't believe it. I was like, I'm totally losing track on how much things are. Like on vinyl, it's like 30 quid, and on CD, dead cheap. Also, I picked up this. Now, I have never seen this band before, and I can't believe it. But I look proper stoner. Smoking Suckers with a Logic, Playing Fools. I can't show the artwork there. I love the artwork. This was £6. Now I imagine this is going to be, you know, your sort of. I think these are from New York. Don't hold me to that. But I'm dead unfamiliar with this. Now I thought I would have recognised him, but I don't know what year it is. But to be honest with you, I'm sure it's in the 90s. But yeah, absolutely love the artwork. But check the artwork out in the. You know, it's your proper stoner hip hop. Yeah. I love it when effort's put in like that, and I can see why it's held the price really. So that was £6, and they will be getting listened to. I don't even know. Smoking Suckers with a Logic, Playing Fools. So yeah, I'll let you know how that goes. I'll whack them on. But really chuffed with that. Absolutely brilliant. And while I was in there, I actually picked up a bit of vinyl. And I didn't. It went a bit over my budget, so in total this was a tenner, so I spent £24, right? And this is my monthly budget really. And I bought the soundtrack to Clint Eastwood and Sandra Locke in the Gauntlet. Now look at that, absolutely the fucking lighting here is doing no justice whatsoever. But that is an absolutely beautiful piece of artwork by Frank Frazetta. I think it's a Frank Frazetta. I don't know if you're familiar with him. Him and Boris Falaggio did a lot of sort of cinematic movie posters and artwork, and it was music album covers and stuff like that. And just absolutely brilliant. And it's such a dramatic drawing for what I mean, the film's a brilliant film. If you've ever seen The Gauntlet, it's a really good film. It's so dramatic. It's just ace. So yeah, really pleased with that for a tenner. To be honest with you, I can't even remember the soundtrack. I used to love The Gauntlet, but I've not watched it. I've not watched it for, I'm not going to lie, it could be 28, 30 years since I've last watched it. So I can't even remember the soundtrack. I'm sort of thinking it'd be like Lalo Schifrin, who did all the music to the Dirty Harrys, but I don't think it is. It's orchestral. So yeah, really chuffed with that. And that is the soundtrack to The Gauntlet, by music composed and conducted by Jerry Fielding. He's very familiar in the music, in the cinematic world. Okay, then I had another pickup turn up. Now this was a film I'd actually forgotten about. I've not seen this since I was probably a kid, and I saw the cover on a poster on something. I thought, I've got to buy this. I've got to buy it. I went straight online to find it. It's so cool, and it's probably what started off a lot of you know movies of this genre, and that is The League of Gentlemen. I just love that cover. So it's got Jack Hawkins, Richard Attenborough. It's got an all-star cast of English actors. It's an English movie, and I'll be honest with you, I can't remember what it was about. You know, it's a bank robbery, but yeah, they're all ex-military. So Jack Hawkins plays a former army officer who is bitter at being made to take early retirement. Using his special access to military personnel files, he begins to plot the £1 million bank robbery. And it's just brilliant. It's probably what stemmed a lot of heist movies, bank robbery movies at that time. And I think this is like late 50s, early 60s. But I can't wait to get this on. Absolutely brilliant. I just love that cover. So, yeah, The League of Gentlemen. Not The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, and not the TV show, which is brilliant, The League of Gentlemen. So absolutely fantastic, really chuffing. I think that was £4. But yeah, can't wait to get that on. So, and then finally I'll wrap this up as quick as I can. I had a parcel turn up, and I have actually no idea who this is from and why, but I'm intrigued. You know, they release a ton of sarin gas into my face. But so let's take a look. And in here, oh, I'm laughing at the box. Hooray! It's in a box of Lucky Charms. Oh, brilliant! So he's turned a box of Lucky Charms inside out. Let's get that the right way. That's got to be part of the gag. That's got to be part of the gag. Box of Lucky Charms. Brilliant, brilliant. So let's see what we've got in here. It's quite heavy. Oh, I know what this is. This is from, oh brilliant, is it Corbana? I think it was Corbana. Was it Corbana? Yes, it was. It was. And I've sent you some already, mate. So, but this is brilliant, and it is Frogger for the PlayStation. I just love anything retro. Obviously, it's been genned up for modern consumption, but Frogger, just to own a copy of Frogger, Konami, that'll do me. That's brilliant. Let's have a look inside, actually. So I'll whack this on my PS2. Frogger, God. The PS1 collection's slowly building, by the way. That's that. Cheers for that, pal. And the one that I really wanted, that as soon as I saw it, and what he did, he had doubles of it. Daytona, just walk away, just walk away. I absolutely loved this on my Saturn. Absolutely, I had my steering wheel and everything. I played it every night with Sega Rally. Every night. And I always remember Michelle joking one night, and I went, I said, we're having a this is going to sound stupid, but we're having a conversation about something, and I went, well, what should I do? I don't know what to do. And she went, just walk away, just walk away. Now, I don't even know if that was the lyrics. It just sounded like it was the lyrics, and we laughed a long time about that. But yeah, that's brilliant. That's great. What a fantastic finale to today's show. Brilliant. Proud to own that, to be honest. To have that back, it feels heavy. It feels really sturdy. We're being like that. Guys, I'm done. Thank you so much for joining us at Mike's Shed. Stay tuned. There'll be more news, input, fun, shenanigans and hijinks coming soon. So guys, thanks again and take care.